Friends, you and I have evolved due to the extinctions that are happening in this world. And if these extinctions never happened, then such creatures would have been roaming in this world, which we cannot imagine at all. And in today's video, I am going to tell you about some of those mass extinctions, so watch the full video. Friends, the Ordovician period is considered to be the most important period in the history of this world, because during this time, plants started coming to the ground for the first time. But yes, I am not talking about big trees here, because in the beginning, plants like liverworts and mosses came to this world. By the way, in the same time period, Eurypterids also emerged. They used to be a kind of sea scorpions, and from their order, the world's largest arthropod, Eclopteris, also came. The size of this Eclopteris used to be bigger than a human. Well, during the Ordovician period, no animal used to exist in the ground, because animals were evolving only in the seas. But friends, around 444 million years ago, when the world's third largest ice age reached its peak, then many seas began to freeze, and then the global sea levels also became very low. Therefore, due to severe cold and lack of water, 86% of the species were extinct from this world, in which the world's largest cephalopods like Camaracoras were also included. Anyway, friends, if this first extinction never happens, then life may never be able to come out of the seas. Friends, the Devonian period was the time when fish like Tiktaalik were evolving from water to live on land. Later, these fish evolved into amphibians, and then from those amphibians to reptiles, and after that, from reptiles to mammals and birds. Therefore, all the tetrapods that roam the earth, including you, credit for their evolution goes to the Devonian period. Anyway, at this time, fish like Dunkleosteus and many armored fish like them were dominating the entire seas as apex predators. That's why this time period is also called the Age of Fishes. But around 372 million years ago, the Kälvizar events begin, the biggest effect of which was the lack of oxygen in the sea. Because of this, many millions of years old invertebrate species become extinct. Well, 13 million years later, that is, 359 million years ago, the second phase of this extinction, the Hangenberg event, begins. It is believed that there was a supernova explosion near the Earth in this event. The cosmic rays of this explosion weakened the ozone layer of the Earth. As a result, the harmful UV radiation of the sun began to reach the Earth directly, and thus, in this long extinction, 75% of the species of the world became extinct. Friends, the Permian period was probably the time when the strangest animals in the world came. Like, look at this Dimetrodon. Looking at this, you must be looking like the ancestors of Spinosaurus. But in fact, they were more related to us humans than dinosaurs. Well, not only this, but in the seas of the Permian period, the world's most dangerous fish called Helicoprion was found. And in the history of this world, there must have been such an animal whose jaw would be dangerous and unique like them. But friends, who knew that 252 million years ago, the world's most destructive extinction would be? Because during this extinction, the modern-day region called Siberian Traps, which was on this side of the Pangaea supercontinent at that time, volcanic eruptions continued for millions of years. Due to these eruptions, many greenhouse gases spread in the sky. As a result, such a train and severe global warming happened for thousands of years. And due to this destruction, 96% of the species present in the water and 70% of the vertebrates present in the ground were extinct. By the way, friends, in the Permian extinction, our sister planet had become like Venus, and there were many chances that perhaps life from Earth would end forever. Well, 10 million years after the start of the Triassic period, the Earth was about to recover from the Great Permian extinction. But yes, during this time, the ancestors of dinosaurs and crocodiles, the archosaurs, began to diverge. And by the end of this period, we had seen the first dinosaurs like Herosaurus and the first flying vertebrates of this world, pterosaurs. By the way, this is the period in which for the first time, true mammals like Brachylaudon began to appear. Anyway, in the seas of the Triassic period, the largest marine reptiles called ichthyosaurs ruled. The size of some of these species was as much as that of the world's largest animals. blue whales. But 201 million years ago, when the Pangaea supercontinent was about to break, volcanic eruptions began again. And not only this, but the sea levels also rise very badly. And as a result of all this, around 76% of the species become extinct. By the way, most of those animals were extinct in this extinction who had played their role before the dinosaurs. This is why, as soon as these animals are extinct, the dinosaurs get a lot of opportunities to diversify. That's why, as soon as the Jurassic period started, we got to see hunting dinosaurs like Dilophosaurus. And further on, the most dangerous apex predators like Allosaurus and the giant-plated dinosaur Stegosaurus also came at the end of the Jurassic period. By the way, there is no doubt about this. In the Cretaceous period, the most dangerous animals of the world had come, because where in the Indian subcontinent, giant sauropods such as Thophnox rajasaurus and Isosaurus were being hunted, dinosaurs with the highest bite force, like T-Rex, were dominating the entire North American continent. And not only this, but the biggest flying animals like Quetzalcoatlus in the skies were eating the dead dinosaurs and their children with great pleasure. Well, friends, this is the period in which we got to see the largest land animals, Argentinosaurus. It is believed that the length of these sauropods used to be greater than blue whale. And not only were reptiles ruling the land, but 66 million years ago, an asteroid about 15 Burj Khalifas moves very fast towards the Earth by a distance of 1 million of years. So fast that it gets as hot as the surface of the sun before it hits. And as soon as it collides with the Earth and releases as much energy as 1 billion of nuclear bombs, it makes every living thing around it a father. But the material that ejects from the Earth after colliding with it, and not only this, but the shock waves, earthquakes, and such tsunamis that are released from it, which we may not even be able to imagine. At the same time, the dust that goes into the sky after colliding with this asteroid, it covers the planet in the form of a cloud for many years and blocks the sunlight. As a result, the Earth becomes extremely cold, and because plants do not do photosynthesis, they start to die. So when herbivorous dinosaurs start to die of cold and hunger, carnivorous dinosaurs also start to die due to not getting prey and killing each other. And in this dangerous extinction, 75% of the species from the total Earth is extinct, especially all the species of non-avian dinosaurs and the ancestors of avian dinosaurs. Modern-day birds are still flying near your house. And later, after the evolution of millions of years, we humans also evolve. Then you start watching my videos, but don't know why you don't subscribe.